Well, it's a beautiful morning on Tuesday. It's another exciting edition of Consumer Voice. Okay, Consumer Voice is here, and trust me, we are also here for good things. When it comes to good things for consumers, that's what we are known for. And I want to say happy celebration of World Consumer Day. Okay, March 15 is Global Consumer Day, and I actually want to wish everyone for, because there's no one that is not buying one thing. You'll be buying one thing, either you're buying service or you're buying product. So it's Consumer Day. Happy celebration to all consumers across the world. I wish us a successful Consumer Day celebration, and I want to appeal to all the businesses that please do something worthwhile for your customers today, so that of course they will remember today and they will actually feel good about your brand. Yes, it's Yemi Omitola on Consumer Voice again this beautiful Tuesday, and we're discussing something very important today. We are actually looking at getting it right in real estate. Getting it right in real estate business. When it comes to real estate, it's a very, very dynamic issue. And I know a lot of people buying land, a lot of people are buying lands, a lot of people are buying houses. A lot of people actually want to invest into real estate business. And within this business space, there are quite a lot of nuances you should be familiar with. And to discuss this topic, we have somebody, two gentlemen in the house, wonderful people, very cerebral, and they represent Topsy Realtors. Okay? Topsy Realtors. They are wonderful people, wonderful company. I have with me in the studio today Mr. Akinola Olumide, who happen to be the head of strategy and investments. You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, yes. Okay. We also have in the house another wonderful person from Topsy Realtors, Mr. Yemi Tokubo. He's the head of marketing. You're welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, good to have you guys on this program, and I know that you have a lot of things loaded for us today. But before we move, into what Topsy does, I actually want to find out, what does real estate actually mean?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Yemi. From my own perspective, I can explain real estate to be a land and a building that comes with natural resources such as crops, grasses, and all of that. And real estate is something that one can actually depend on for a life living.
Wow.
If you can actually manage it well.
Okay. That's quite interesting. One can actually depend on it for a lifetime living. You want to add something?
Yeah, to actually add to what the head of strategy and investment, Mr. Akela, just said, real estate, there's no general acceptable definition to real estate. It all depends on various opinion and perspective, but like what he just did, he tried to break it down that the common man can understand. Now real estate have to do with the land itself and everything that consists on the land, be it natural or man-made. Now when you have the land, both underneath the earth cross and above the earth cross, the building on it and the land build, all of it is being summed up as real estate. Now when we talk about real estate have different branches. Now we have commercial real estate, we have residential real estate, we have industrial real estate. Now what as a brand, Topsy Realtor, the one we branch in, we are fully into residential and commercial real estate, and hopefully in the nearest future we are planning to go into the industrial real estate.
Okay, fantastic. Residential and commercial, what's the difference?
Now, residential is strictly for residential purposes, while that of commercial has to do with places like shopping malls, hotels. You can even count hospitals as part of that commercial real estate. When we talk about real estate, industrial housing companies, when you have all that.
Okay, wonderful. Mr. Akinola, there's something I also want to find out. Every now and then you keep seeing a lot of real estate adverts here and here, companies coming up. All over, everywhere you go, you see real estate business is booming. What actually accounts for the popularity of real estate? Why is it actually growing like that?
Let me just start by saying I think we are in the world of elites. Like when people know the importance of real estate, and people are really ready to invest their money on assets they can actually view, that is visible. So now, going by the popularity advertisement about different brands when it comes to real estate, I think the popularity is just to make sure the common man realizes other source of income where they can actually invest their cool money, rather than putting your money in the bank, fixed deposit, or buy gold, and which when you are going to sell in return might not even be up to what you have purchased. You understand? So the publicity is just to call attention of people. I don't want to use Nigeria, people, because generally, because real estate has gone beyond Nigeria. It is world international business. You understand? So the advice, when you go online, you see different brands. When it comes to real estate, you see different names. But I keep telling people, you just have to make sure, as in you have to make sure you make your findings very well. Not about the popularity now, but making your findings before you invest, so that you won't end up regretting investing in real estate. But if you can actually move with the right brand, definitely you have no problem.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Moving with the right brand is something that you are here for, because this program is essentially to educate consumers of products or services. And we know very well that a lot of consumers get into trouble because they do not, like Mr. Akinola said, do their finding very well, before you put in your money. And I know Topsy Realtors, it's one of the few companies around that has actually been around for some time. How old is Topsy Realtors? How old is that company on the markets? How old are you?
Topsy Realtors is about 8 years now.
Wow.
Yes,
8 years.
Yes, 8 years. So, and they, like I keep saying, if you don't start from the scratch, you won't definitely get to that destination. The success today, when it's concerned Topsy Realtors, has been God all the way.
Wow.
But we started from nobody to somebody.
Okay.
So, but when you see the building, you see the mighty building. We have branches all across the state. And when you see the head office, you might be thinking, "Oh wow!" But we started from a shop.
Wow.
So where we are today.
It's simple shop.
It's simple
So
shop.
it's a story of grace to, grass
Grass
to
to
grace.
grace,
So
yes.
that's lovely. So what are your area of business at Topsy Realtors?
Okay.
What are your area of business?
At Topsy Realtors, we're into real estate, and we're into property brokerage, and we also have a branch. We're into oil and gas as well. So, but basically for that of Topsy Realtors, the Topsy Oil and Gas is on that branch of Topsy Multinational Limited. But we are focusing on Topsy Realtors now, the one that has to do with real estate. Now, what we're into site and services, and we are into property management, facility management as well. We are a private developer. We develop estates, and we also manage those estates. And we also do with site. When we talk about site and service, we talk about we buy the land in large expanse, we do our proper documentation, then we sell off to subscribers, eligible subscribers that key into it. Basically, that's what we do when it comes to that of the real estate. And we also have a branch of oil and gas, like I said, and we are not stopping.
Okay.
Exactly. Right.
Okay. That's quite interesting. You have properties, so to speak. Where are your properties located now?
We have properties across Ibadan, and we are branching off Ibadan as we speak. But in Ibadan, we have the Greens and Views, which is one of our most developed estates here in the city of Ibadan. This is located at Arakbaja off Akala Expressway. It is just less than 12 minutes drive from Challenge. We also have Topsy Hills, is one of our first estates, when as far as Topsy is concerned. That was located at Ologunero. It is fully sold out as we speak. We also have Chesterville Park, phase 1 and the phase 2. That's located at Camp Ologunero. It is just not far from the rail terminal at that Camp Ologunero. We also have Northern Island Park. This one is located at Ido, and it's a property that have close proximity with the proposed Ibadan City Polytechnic along that Ido Aurora Expressway. We also have Savannah's Garden. This is located at Olodo, not far also from the Air Force Comprehensive School at Olodo. And we also have the Box Estate. This is located at Olonsho, Goakoron. It shares close proximity with the popular Ilaji Hotels and Sports Resort. It's just less than 2 minutes drive from the Ilaji Hotel and Sports Resort. And I think, Mr. Akin, I think they all do those. That's. Have I missed any? Okay, we also have shops units. Exactly. We have hostel unit. Exactly. So, like I said, we don't only deal with just site and service. We also do with what is it called? Facility management as well. So we have shop unit at Akpata. Yeah. It is called Bistro Park. This is a shop unit where you can either buy it off or you can lease. Yeah, that is the one we have on the cap now. Bistro Park. That is located at Atakpata, just very close to the Ahmadiyya Mosque, Central Mosque at Atakpata. And we also have hostel unit at Akwete, just at the close to their boys hostel, that popularly called Animal Kingdom. So it's just after the fence, and we have 40 units of that, self-contained, built to taste, finished and semi-furnished, and they are all nice.
I actually want to ask you. You mentioned all these places.
Yeah, I think you did you mention there was one I think you omitted, Northern Island.
No, I mentioned that.
That's Ido.
You mentioned. Now, I actually want to find out, looking at all your properties, what kind of properties do you have there? Is it just land, or probably you have a building? And if they are building, what kind of building are they? Apartments? What kind of apartment?
When we talk about this property, now we classify most of our property into two. We have some of them for investment purposes, where you can buy just to hold funds. You buy, you keep to either build later or you sell later. And we also have those that you buy and build. Now, that of the investment, we have that of the Northern Island and that of Savannah's Garden. Those are basically for investment. But we have clients, subscriber that wants to start developing their land, we ain't stopping you. But it is basically for people that wants for investment. People that keen to that project are majorly people from diaspora, and they just tie down funds. They want to have something in my motherland. Let me have something that will still keep me close to that will draw me back home. So they buy that, and we have for that of Northern Island, we've sold out phase 1. We are presently selling phase 2 now. While Savannah's Garden 2, we are having good response when it comes to subscriber buying. It is fast selling. Why that, like you said, what you asked to the other question, the other phase of the question, that what type of buildings we have on our now. For that of the Grace and Views and other of our that is buy and build, we have bungalows and duplexes. We have sites in the estate, some certain plot of land that is being set aside where you can develop bungalows, and some sites that you can develop for duplexes. The reason why this is being done, so that we have uniformity in the estate. So that we know where there is duplex, we all have all of them cluster around themselves together. Where there is bungalow, and so that it will look uniform and look unique. That's why we did it that way. Okay,
wonderful. You mentioned all this type of different kind of properties that you have, apartment that you have. What are the price ranges?
For our properties, when it comes to buildings, for that of buildings, we have from as low as 15 million.
How many bedrooms is that?
That's for a 3-bedroom bungalow. And this is finished to taste, semi-furnished, POP, and suit, all in suit. So for as low as 15 million for that of the bungalow, the 4-bedroom bungalow, I think that's 25 million, sir.
Yeah, 4-bedroom
bungalow.
Million.
So all of our buildings for that of buildings from as low as 15 million naira, you can be a landlord, and you don't expect it to pay. I think we'll soon get to that. We'll explain further and the instrumental.
Yeah.
Why for that of the land, you can be a landowner from as low as 400,000.
Wow. As low as 400,000
Yes.
for a plot of land.
A plot, standard plot.
Where's that?
And we have that at Northern Ireland, the Northern Ireland Park, for 400. And we also have something similar to that at Savannah's Garden at Lodo. That goes for 600,000.
Okay.
And with proper documentation, a land that have good documents for as low as that.
Yes. Thank you very much for mentioning proper documentation.
Yeah.
One of the key problems that real estate investors or buyers do have today, like I said earlier on, quite a lot of business come up and they're saying that we sell land, we sell, it's each free, it's stress free. You just get it, bam. Okay, you just pay your money, documentation. They just make a lot of noise around this, and down the line you begin to hear some, complaints. Okay, people saying that we have been scammed. Do you understand? And all these things, I keep saying that we need to get to the point where a particular real estate will educate people about the right thing to do. Now, what makes Topsy different?
Okay. If I might go, I don't want you to look as if we are being, but it's a bragging right at the end of the day. It's still a bragging right. What makes us different is our mode of operation. Now we have a motto that said instant plot allocation, no hidden charges, instant plot, and that's our motto. We don't have hidden charges, and we do instant plot allocation. From the word go, we are going to explain to you what it entails before you even buy, and we'll have a policy that before you pay, come and see what you want to buy. So they don't look as if after paying and I've told you it's even on net, you now get there on the day of allocation, you'll be disappointed. So you see first, and once you see and you think you can go with it, you buy. Like what Mr. Akin said in his opening speech when he was talking about he said you need to do your due diligence. If you want to buy property, I think what many people fall for is they not doing their due diligence. They just this price you can pay XYZ money and you can get this and we'll give you XYZ as incentive. But what the thing there is that you have to do your due diligence, because if that is not done, there's no way you will not regret at the end of the day, because there are some things that will be missing out that you won't get. When it comes to also what makes us different is our mode of payment is flexible and is pocket friendly. We have pocket friendly prices. We have mode that you pay that won't be stressful, that in a short while you pay with ease, not that you are paying out of stress. Now, getting real estate is a desire need. Everybody, you have to desire it. Everybody wants to be a homeowner, so it's a desire need. Now, and again, to now put out that desire need does not mean that you freely put your hands to your pocket and bring out the phone. It's hard. Everybody does not like bringing out money, but all want something for it. So we'll look at that and we'll say, let's bridge that gap. Now we'll now make it so friendly that it's pocket friendly, that you can pay without stress at all.
Sorry, to add to what Mr. Yemi have said, a lot of cases of buying from even an advertised real estate company, and at the end of the day, the consumers, the customers, they will still feel they are duped just because there are some transparency which are not being open to them in the course of the transaction. You understand what I'm saying? So this is one thing I tell people. It is not about, I'm so sorry to say I'm in a radio station, it doesn't end in a radio section advert. You have to make sure you go as far as in make your findings very well. You understand?
Ask
questions, meet people, and ask them if they have even heard about so brand before engaging yourself. There are so many ways you can actually go through to find out where you want to invest your money. Somebody who is investing 15 million naira, 25 million naira is not a child's play business or deal. So you need to make sure you do all all as in you have to make sure you make all search. You have to do all your assignment have to be completed before you invest your money. You understand? So Topsy Realtors have set a standard that, like you have said, Mr. Yemi have said, we make it so flexible. You go for inspection even at our own cost.
Wow.
Despite the scarcity of fuel, we still make sure we run inspection for free.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Akinola. We're going to go on commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue with this conversation. Don't go away. Still Consumer Voice.
Wo sórí ó ṣe jẹ́lẹ̀ ní pé ẹni tó bá kọ́ bọ́ sí ìgboro ni ó ṣe pàtàkì kéèyàn wá nǹkan máa ṣe nítorí akitiyan ò lópin kó ọ̀n sọ̀n tààrà wá ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan nìyẹn súnkẹrẹ gbàkẹrẹ fẹ́ni tó bá ní nǹkan ṣe nítorí pé iwájú ọ̀pá ẹ̀bì tí ń lé sí kò sáyé fúnfà sẹ́yìn láéláé wá ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan nìyẹn torí náà báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ ṣe lónìí MTN.
Ramadan oṣù àlàpàdé Ramadan oṣù àlàpàdé.
Assalamu alaikum gbogbo mùmínì àti mùmínà òdodo bílé yá bá wọlé inú ayọ̀ bí àwẹ̀ bá wọ̀lú àmì lùtìtì a kú ìpalẹ̀mọ́ àwẹ̀ lámúná náà yóò bá wa láyé àti láàyè àmín. Ìgbìmọ̀ Ramadan iléeṣẹ́ Amutajero 92.5FM tá a wà ní Impact House Kọ́lápọ̀ Ìṣọ̀lá Ìbàdàn ló ní àrùn ilé tí pé ọ̀kan òjọ̀kan ètò oníṣẹ́jú 5 ìṣẹ́jú 10 ìṣẹ́jú 15 ọgbọ̀n ìṣẹ́jú wákàtí kan ti wà fún ṣíṣe ìpolówó lówó tí ò gàjàrà lọ ẹ̀nà kékeré sójú ọ̀nà ẹ̀sìn Islam kẹgbà ńlá bí Ọlọ́run Allah ṣe wí nínú Al-Qur'ani alápọ̀nlé ẹ̀ tètè gàgìrì wá sílé iṣẹ́ Amutajero fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ẹ kàn sí alága ìgbìmọ̀ àwẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Amutajero 92.5FM Alhaji Abiola Ali lórí 08038039542 Àbáyọ̀mí 08067176767 tàbí Rafiat 08161344353 ìlàlẹ̀ àmọ́ inshallah.
Look, there's no easier way to say this. Slow internet is bad for business. So, if you want what's best, get the Airtel Smartbox Outdoor Unit for SMEs.
Indeed, do business at internet speed of up to 200 megabytes per second with the Airtel Smartbox Outdoor Unit for SME and enjoy instant access to other amazing offers. Dial 1010 toll-free or send an email to airtelbusiness@ng.airtel.com to get started.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Back. It's the Consumer Voice, and we're talking about real estate, how to get it right in the real estate business. And we've been talking about a whole lot of things around real estate. We have representatives of Topsy Realtors in the house. Mr. Akinola, who happened to be the head of strategy and investment, and Mr. Yemi, who is the head of marketing for Topsy Realtors. You know, we're talking about some of this dimension of how people should pay attention to details, how people should do their due diligence before they buy real estate. I want to find out, why do you think people fall into scammers, into the hand of scammers?
Well, I think I would start by saying when you are too over secure, when you are your security conscious level is over the normal standard of how you have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's people that have trust issues.
You understand? People that have trust issues.
Yes. Yeah.
Now you will fall into the wrong hands. Now there are people that I noticed that in Ibadan.
Okay.
So sorry to say, I noticed that in Ibadan. I am brought and born in this. I mean, I was brought up, born in this neighborhood.
Okay.
You understand? So, I think in this town we need our orientation has to be at a level of international people, international standard.
Okay.
We always like Ibadan, for example, because this is where we have our stand.
Okay.
For now, they like to see they like to see things in another dimension. Okay, go to them, tell them you want to sell land for them.
Okay.
And you don't have any promo to back it up.
Wow.
You know you are selling legit property for them, but you are not running promo. They don't welcome that. Next thing you will hear from such prospects will be like, I don't know if you understand.
I understand.
You know Ibadan now. You understand? You understand?
Okay.
See, like I do tell people, we sell land and housing. We are not selling fowls, we are not selling goats, we don't sell
fish.
No. We sell land. The only promo we run on our properties is either we discount you.
The price.
Yes, we
Yeah.
discount you.
Okay.
Then we try as much as to appreciate some of our clients
Okay.
who have really invested with top realtors in a large quantity, even at the lower rates.
Giving out incentives.
Not buying and get one big. No, we don't do that.
Okay.
So the only promo we run, that is discounting you on what we sell. So the problem is, if you want to buy a property of 400,000 and you are still expecting to be given something of, you understand, 30,000, definitely you should be expecting one thing or the other thing.
Things or the other.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I think where the problem really lies is people does not really appreciate legit land unless they see one promo or something to cover up for it. Okay. So I think that is one of the reasons why they fall into the wrong hands.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow. I think to add to what you just said, one of the reasons why people fall as in end up being scammed, he has said some point, but I want to add that I wouldn't say it's ignorance for some set of people.
Okay.
Why some is ignorance? You find out that some people, those that fall under the ignorance is they not doing their due diligence.
Yes.
You just know people are going here, you just want to follow the crowd. Somebody tells you, okay, come and buy a plot of land at 150,000, and he will still give you 500 blocks as incentive, and you jump into it. A right thinking mind should question them. Okay, how much is a block in the market today? Now, do the proportion. Okay, I want to buy the land for 150. I'm just giving a scenario. 150, and how much is one for 500 blocks? Once you ask this question in your head, you know that something is fishy. Now you want to buy a land and you just transfer the form they are giving to you. Have you gone through it? Have you taken your time to read? There are some things that is embedded in that form that if you don't take your time to, that's why at Top Realtors we won't send you those forms as e-copies, electronic copies. We send for those that are on WhatsApp, those that are tech savvy, we send it to you electronically. For those that are not, that we'll give it to you. You can even take it home and read it, go through it before you engage yourself. Ask. I like people when you ask questions. Now, I grew up in the barracks, so I want to speak pidgin. My father will tell me that now anybody who asks question, you know they miss road. So once you ask question, there's no way you'll be lost. Even if you don't know something, if you can't ask the staff and talk, so maybe you don't trust him to that extent. Ask friends around. Now you want to buy a property. Have you asked who are the owners of those property? Have you done your due? Does the property really belong to Top Realtors?
Okay.
So those are some things you need to. To some larger extent, ignorance. Right? To larger extent, somebody wants to be. They want to outsmart you.
Okay.
They think they are smart. So that's what they say.
Sorry. I think I have, like what you have just asked. Majorly, most people that fall under this category are people that are even living in this country.
Wow.
Few of them are from diaspora, like I've said earlier. But there is a client presently. How could you have consulted me through a brother and I told you my stand with the company? I gave you every details you need concerning the property you want to acquire from us. After acquiring this property, getting your documentation, you now discover you pay developmental fee. Definitely it will be inside your contract of sales.
Of course.
That's why we say we don't have hidden charges. Contract of sales is a
legal
legal binding between you and Top. So if we have not included it, you are not getting it later. That is when you feel okay, we are bridging the contract. But this is the contract that is binding. This is the first legal document we are giving to you, and yet you are saying, we did not tell you in the course of verbal discussion and all of that. You understand? If you have acquired a property worth 6-7 million, how much is developmental fee of 500,000?
Okay.
And
already stated.
And it is stated, and the visibility of this development, you are seeing it.
Wow.
That's why you're not here. We are sending the videos to you. You have representatives. They have gone there. They saw it.
Wow.
You understand? So these are things Nigerians have to look into.
Well, Topsy Realtors is actually doing well, but let's open the lines so that people can call in to ask questions or to make contribution to this conversation about getting it right in real estate. The line to call is 090-2280-9257. 090-2280-9257. You can as well call 091-6104-7698. 091-6104-7698. So you can call in, ask questions, and actually you want to make clarification concerning issue, around the real estate business, so to speak. Now, what has been the customer reaction to your publicity, to your sales, all this while? What has been the outcome of customers? What has been their feedback?
Yeah, like I do say, there's this Yoruba proverb that said, "Kò sọ́gbọ́n tó lè dá, kò sọ́nà tó lè gbà, kò lè tara yé lọ́rùn."
Sure.
That is one Yoruba proverb. No matter how we are trying to satisfy all our customers, we will still have some set of customers that will still complain, and it is because of I won't say lack of.
No, it's not like
no,
impatience. It's an embedded human nature. We always want more. So most people are kind of overactive, but the fact is, generally, reviews from clients and subscribers has been wonderful.
Okay.
But there's no how you won't have people that Oliver Twist.
Okay.
They always want more. They always want more for more than what they give out. But generally, as a review from subscribers over the years, if we are doing bad with the with technology age, with the like of Just Lover and all that, probably yes, we have said a little bit, but we've not really had that. All, like Mr. Akin said, is all on God.
Okay. I actually want to find out also, for those who do not have down payment, full payment of your property, what's your plan for installment? Do you have plan for installment payment?
Yeah, like I said when I was explaining the other time, we have flexible installment payment plan where you can pay periodically. We have 6-month plan, we have 12-month plan, and on some property we will have 18-month plan. Now, for example, you now pick 6-month plan and you can't meet up with that 6-month plan. What we need is not that we are going to terminate this contract. You just write down to us, okay, I can't meet up with this plan. Then we'll open up a meeting, you come, we'll discuss, and we'll now tell you our own terms. Okay, this is the way we can go, that the both sides will be happy. Now, we'll have flexible payment plan. You can key in that 6-month plan, the 12-month plan. Some of our property that we have for 18-month plan, and these plans are flexible. Not that it's kind of maybe because you're going for 6 months, there will not be an outrageous charges. Yes, there will be extra charges that will come that are attached to it, but they are flexible and something that is attainable as well.
Okay. Now, there are quite a lot of people who patronize real estate firms, and like I said earlier on, the issue about integrity and trust, like Mr. Akinola said, has always been, major problem between real estate customers or clients and some real estate companies, so to speak. I actually want to find out, people talk about allocation. Yeah, you mentioned instant allocation.
Yes.
And you've actually talked about hidden charges, Mr. Akinola, but people talk about instant allocation. Some people pay money and they wait for 12-18 months before they allocated the portion of the land. I don't know, maybe you just have to say something to educate our...
At some point, I think 2020, up to 2020, we were still doing, when you pay up to 75% of your total sum of money, we allocate to you. we allocate to you
75%.
75%. But we've put a hold on that for now because, like I said, some people are all over twists. Now you now pay, allocate to them, you have to now start chasing them to get this money. But now we now have a standard. Once you complete payment and you've paid for all of your documentation and all that, we allocate for you instantly. Now we also have a grace, like once you make full payment and you've not made full payment, we'll still allocate to you, but not physically, but on paper. We have layouts that we've done. So once you subscribe and you finish paying, now we're not going to put, okay, Mr. John Doe paid, subscribe for estate. We're going to give you, okay, so block plus this, we allocate to you on paper. Now once you now make payment for your documentation, and we've now done survey in your name from the land registry, that once you want to check later, you can go to the land registry to verify that plot will be in your name. Now it is that survey that our surveyors and the engineering team will take on site to allocate to your plot, because they have to check for your beacon number, your plot and everything according to what the survey says. So you cannot pay. But we have a grace that once you pay for the land, we know the country is kind of hard. You have 90 days grace where we've allocated for you on paper. You have 90 days grace, then you now pay for documentation that we can now allocate to you instantly. I will do it instantly.
Okay, that's fantastic. But if you look at this country, you know, one of the critical things you should understand is this: land speculators. You know, we have a program. We have one program one day that it's all about building, and somebody came here and he was talking about the fact that a land was allocated to people, but they do not. The Omonile thing is a big issue, okay, in this country. Now, people fall into wrong hand. We have actually agreed to that. But the Omonile thing, do we have to really talk about that when it comes to Topsy Realtors?
Okay.
Have you said to Omonile?
Okay. Now, when we buy properties, we buy direct from the families.
Okay.
Now, if it has to make sure that we have to go through meetings through their balance, so that we have a backing that we are actually dealing with them. Now, we want to see every member of the family that is involved. Okay, if the baba that wants to say have 10 sons, now anyone that is dead, okay, if that person probably have a child, let the child also stand a representative, then we'll make that deal. Now, once we make that deal, definitely their families, they have statutory documents.
Yeah.
Now, when we do that, we do our due diligence.
Okay.
We register that land, we make proper documentation on that land in Topsy's name.
Okay.
Now, that land now belongs to Topsy.
Okay.
Then there is no Monile in this world, or his right thinking mind will not come and say, we've not had that kind of experience when it comes before. I don't think we'll start having it anytime from tomorrow.
Okay.
Because we do our due diligence. We don't even sell land that we've not done documentation on.
Okay.
For Topsy Realtors, that's our standard.
Okay.
That's why Mr. Aki said integrity, good name is very vital to us. So that brand, Topsy Realtors, a land that we've not done a proper documentation, we don't put it out for sale.
Okay.
We're not like other people that maybe they've just come and meet you and want to buy this land. And okay, you are maybe like 60% to the deal. Flyers is out, bar. They start selling. We don't do that.
Okay.
Once we've not finalized and we've not done documentation on any of our lands, we don't put them up for sale.
Okay. Now, Mr. Akinola, I want to ask a question concerning, you know, the benefits that comes with using. I'm not saying realtors now. A real estate firm, or you're buying the property yourself, individual purchasing a land, or when you try to really make use of real estate company. What's the advantage if I decide to use a real estate firm compared to when I decide to buy myself?
Okay. Firstly, there is on two different dimensions.
Okay.
Buying from a personal owner and buying from a real estate company.
Yeah.
If you are buying from a personal owner, you should know this is just for you to pay, get your land, and do your fencing and all of that.
Okay.
But buying from a real estate firm, number one thing, like Mr. Emi have said earlier, you are secured already, because first thing, after our documentation is being properly done, we have our perimeter fencing. The total area will be fenced and gated.
Okay.
And at that point, we mount a security at the gate post.
Okay.
That is number one. Number two, benefits you get dealing with a real estate firm is there will be every infrastructure will be in place, such as drainage,
Okay.
good road,
Facilities.
all those facilities will be in place. Topsy go as far as having a central borehole which will supply the whole estate. You understand? Then dealing with a real estate, a genuine real estate, sorry to say, you have your electricity intact.
Okay.
You know, those are the benefits. Buying from a personal owner, you have to go and start, you know, processing all these things on your own.
No, yeah.
Now we try as much as providing recreational centers in our estates, recreational areas where you can have a mini basketball court and all of that, a mini mat and all of that. You understand? Evening time you can just go there with your family, chill with it, small garden and all of that. You understand?
Okay.
Those are part of the benefits. And like with Mr. Emi said earlier, we have our most developed estate is at Arakpaja or Vakala Expressway, which is the Greens and Views. In that estate, we provide maximum security for them.
Okay.
Apart from the normal security that opens the gates in and out on a daily basis, we have likes of the Nigerian police in that same estate that operates 24 hours a day.
Okay.
You understand? In that same estate, we have the local vigilante. We have the normal security guard that open gates. And we have the likes of the Nigerian police in that same estate. In fact, we try as much as to provide the likes of Nigeria armies, because we have some of them that patronizes us.
Okay.
At our estates too.
Okay. Quickly, which is very, very clear. I just want you to, because we don't have time. I actually want to find out how can somebody avoid being duped by a real estate company, for the benefit of our listeners who are actually interested in real estate business. But I want you to do this for them.
Okay.
You know, a kind of advice. Okay, when you want to buy real estate, how can you avoid being duped, regardless whether I'm dealing with Topsy or not?
Okay, I will take it by step from the first step.
Quickly.
Now, the first step that you need to do is you have to know the brand.
Okay.
Check them out everywhere. A good brand will have website.
Okay.
A good brand will have social media presence. You check them out there. Then you also do physically. You check them out physically. Where are they located? Where is their office? The next thing to check is who owns that land.
Okay.
What document you don't have on that land.
Okay.
You have to do your due diligence. After doing that, once you now have, they now give you the contract of sales. I will advise you. The companies, most real estate companies that are serious in business, we have a legal team. The legal team also do that is a kind of like an independent person that is just like advocating for both sides.
Okay.
But you yourself, that you're coming from outside, get yourself a competent lawyer.
Okay.
That can ask this question for you.
Okay.
And not just a lawyer that has vast knowledge when it comes to property. About property law.
Okay.
That have those ideas. Let the person also check for you. So I think once you are done with that, you get those facts, then is a good one.
Hello. Okay, I think we missed that call. We don't even have time. Quickly.
Sorry.
But before you
okay.
Actually, if I'm dealing with Topsy, give me 3 things quickly that I should expect from Topsy. What are the 3 critical things that I will expect if I'm buying real estate property from you?
Yeah, if you're buying from Topsy, first 3 things you should expect from Topsy. Firstly, on your first payment, you get a contract of sales.
Fantastic.
Your invoice and your receipt.
Okay.
After that, you get your survey once your documentation is being paid.
Okay.
And what's it called? Deed of assignment.
Okay.
That's the second thing. Then the third thing is your allocation comes next after completion of this, and you have your documents.
Okay. Let's really quick this call and say hello. Okay. Now, what do you stand for? Topsy Realtors.
Yes,
Before you go, what do you stand for? What are the values that you stand for?
one of our core values at Topsy Realtors is to bridge the housing gap.
Okay.
Now, that's one of our core values. And also one of our other core value we have is to make housing available, affordable for all classes.
Okay.
Now, it don't have to be, it doesn't matter if you're in the middle, the low, or the high. We have it that all classes can afford. So those are major
okay, those are the major core values that you have. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. We don't really have time. Can you make your contribution in 1 minute, please? If less than that. Hello? 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 Okay, we lost. I think it's actually a signal problem. Thank you so much for coming on this program. Topsy Realtors, a real estate company here in Ibadan, doing very well, taking care of different needs when it comes to real estate demands. Quite a reputable company. Yes, we have two people in the house who have been speaking with us, educating us and giving us enlightenment about what it takes to have safe, transaction in real estate business. They've also talked about their own business in the course of educating consumers, so to speak. Mr. Akinola Olumide, Head Strategy and Investment, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
It's very wonderful. And we also, want to say a big thank you to Mr. Yemi Tokumbo, the Head of Marketing, Topsy Realtors.
It's been
Wonderful.
a pleasure.
Now, today, quickly, when people talk about problem with marketing, we always say the critical 5 areas of problem in marketing, so to speak. Number 1, ignorance or limited knowledge, about what marketing is all about. Number 2, zero or poor product positioning. In other words, you don't have product positioning. Number 3, your marketing is without unique selling point. What are you selling? The benefit, the key benefits you're selling. Number 4, you have wrong target audience you are targeting, which is a very, very terrible thing. Now, number 5, you are not focusing on consumer needs. When you look at these 5 problems, if you can take a look at them and solve this problem, trust me, you go far. Thank you so much. My name is Yemi Omitola. Catch you next week on Consumer Voice. Bye for now.
Amutajero, Ibr92.5FM.